Today's story starts right here at this lake. Something really unique happened right in front of us here. And can we find proof of that? That's what this story is all about. Welcome to the History Hunter. Welcome to our small adventures with the World War II time frame. So, what happened here? Well, in a split little second here, something came down from the skies. It was one of these, a German Luftwaffe Focke-Wulf 190. It came down here on this lake. It tried to land on the lake, but further over here, there's a little tiny island. And the aircraft bounced off the island, managed to gain a little bit altitude again, and then vroom, plummeted down into a little valley further down here. What we are here to do is to see if there could be any proof of that little split second. Could we find even the tiniest thing that proves that this aircraft came down at this location? Well, you just have to join us and we'll go out and see and do our very best to figure out whether that is true or not. So the aircraft hit that little island. It lost one of the propeller blades. It still had enough speed to bounce off the island, cut some treetops, and then plummet down into the valley on the other side. And that is exactly where we're going to now. As during those days, there's not much out here, and the rescue mission was very, very complex. The lake is up there. It bounced off this island. It had enough momentum to gain a little bit altitude here, and then boom, came plummeting down into this valley. Now that's where we're going, but it's kind of going to be a long trip around to get down there. Basically, the aircraft plummeted down into this insanity of what you could call forest or suicidal area.
Call it whatever you want to.
Yeah, this looks really, really challenging. But we're here and we most definitely going to try our very best. How are we going to see if we can find pieces of what happened here? Well, let me show you how. So, Eagle Eyes, do you think that we can find traces of this specific aircraft here?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. This will be very, very challenging. But we are here to do it. And it's on the Great World War II Challenge Tour. Now you know why we called it that. Just have a look around here. What is the probability that we will find even the tiniest thing here, huh? Okay, let's show you what we brought. That is what we brought. This is a metal detector. It's called a multi-cruiser. Just works very nice. We have a couple of spades, and Eagle Eyes has a pinpointer. Basically a very simple tool that gives off a signal whenever it comes close to metal. So, what we know of the German crash report is that this was a very, very, very hard crash. Very, very little was recovered. And that leaves probably us to find very, very little. But as I said, this is a great challenge tour, and we love to challenge each other. So let's see if we can do this. I want to use a program 3 and 4. 4 goes a bit deeper, but could be a little chatty when all the water and all of that is here on the surface. So I'll just start with a 3. I also record with a GoPro. So let's see if we can find this bird. I ground balanced the machine, and basically we are ready to go. Just gonna do our very, very best. And there could be a lot of trash here, could be nothing. And I feel that I'm hearing baboons up in this mountain here, but it's probably not. It's probably some kind of bird, because that would be strange. All right, let's see if the forest here hides something. And if the air crash came down really, really, really hard, well, who knows? There might not even be one single little piece to find. But Yeah, I'm just testing the detector to see that there is actually signal activity here. But I'm gonna do the 3-tone program first, and if that isn't successful, we'll try with a 4-tone, but then you have to bear with me with a little chatter. The machine will go did. So then I have to shut up myself and just be a bit quiet and try to see if there are any signals in here still. Took 10 minutes, no signal with 3-tone program. So I already switched over to 4. It's gonna get me deeper. It's also gonna be more sensitive. So just gonna try my very best. You can hear a chatter in the background here. And excuse me if the GoPro camera footage is not as perfect as it could be, because basically it's raining like crazy here now, and the other camera just struggles so much with all that moisture. You know, finding a crash site might sound simple, but I can promise you some of the crash sites are so elusive, very difficult to just go on random hunts. So it takes a lot of research, it takes a lot of digging into the actual stories and the reports, and in that way you might end up with a potential site. It doesn't say 100% sure that it is the site, but it could be a potential site. So this is for us a potential site, meaning that we hope and think that this is the exact area. But it's not a promise or a given. It is definitely not a given. It's all about trying and failing. That is absolutely all you can do. All right, we've given it our best for 1.5 hours. To be honest, nothing. So I'm starting to really doubt this, but I'm never gonna surrender. We're gonna continue up here, and then if not, we're actually gonna do something else. But let's try a little bit more here. There's something here, but it's a 0.4. So it's most likely a iron thing. So let's try a pinpointer here. Let's see if something comes up. Of course there are iron pieces in an aircraft, but most likely this is a what is that, Eagle Eyes?
I don't know.
Does it look like a farmer's thing? I've got threads on it. Could that really be the first piece? Okay, we'll take care of that and bring it, and we'll go through it as we come along later. The reason why we chose this as a project is because we never found pieces from a Focke-Wulf 190 before, and we thought that would be very special. And also this is a very elusive site. I said we do know a little bit about the happening, not that much actually. Something here, Eagle Eyes. I don't know. There's no trash here, so could really be from the aircraft. I couldn't tell you. Doesn't look like typical fencing material or anything. And there's no kind of activity around here. I can see from farmers right here. Alright, let's continue. '86 Eagle Eyes. Think that could be something?
Maybe. Maybe Hans.
86 is definitely in the range of what a aluminum piece would be. I have to dig a little bit around it. This feels like a sheet of something.
It was big. Oh.
Wait a minute.
Turn it around.
No, it's aluminium with a bunch of holes in it.
Holes. Maybe Hans was bored, shut himself down.
Maybe the holes had a purpose. Guys. This is very often also typical signal. 85 all the way in the surface.
85?
Could it be? Could it be? I'm guessing more trash. Could it be? Could it be? Oh!
Okay, not trash anymore.
Oh!
Is it fired or what?
Oh! Are you kidding me?
Jesus.
You have got to be kidding me. I think is this one of the rounds for the
20 mil?
That, my friend, is a German WWII S-Mine display, and we create and give them away to our Patreon team members. This is a German Soldatenheim little shadow box. This is a 9mm munition box. Everything here is original. These are artifacts from the Second World War, and we give them away to our Patreon team members. If you want to check out how to become a Patreon team member, there's a link here in the video description where it says more. Just click that, then you click the link for the Patreon, and then you'll see how you can become a Patreon team member, and you will in the end up with something absolutely spectacular, some small artifacts from the Second World War, and we will share history in a very special way together. GoPro ran out of power, but that's okay. I've fixed everything so we could do it here. This is where it gets connected. One of these aircraft, they came down here, right here, next to this tree, which is the stub for another huge tree that used to be here. This thing here comes up. And what is it, Eagle Eyes?
It's a 20mm.
It's a short type of 20mm munition. It's still on the belt piece. The most important thing is what it says in the back there. To do this, I have to use the phone of Eagle Eyes, because I'm not sure whether this will be able to do it, but you can actually see the Waffenamp Eagle. Give me a second, I'll see if I can do this with the Eagle Eyes' phone. This is where it gets really, really real. This is the head stamp of this 20mm. If you see on the right, there's the Waffenamp Eagle. That's a stamp that is put on all the munition that they produce for the 20mm. On the top is the producer production plant code. On the left, the edition, you can see it's a green one, but most important one, let me see if I can get you in there. It says 1942, and that fits perfect, absolutely perfect with the date of the crash, because this crash is after 1942. That is absolutely 100% for sure a piece from the Focke-Wulf 190. So now, ladies and gentlemen, that is the direction the aircraft came down from. We think it came further up here than we first thought, and then boom, it crashes. It crashes really, really hard, and pieces flies everywhere, and suddenly we have a link from the past and the present, and it's right here. And this thing here is absolutely crazy to find. I don't think it's been fired, so we're going to treat it very careful, but nevertheless, that is the proof that the Focke-Wulf 190 came down right here where we are now. This is how crazy it can be. Eagle Eye said, have you done everything now and tested with the pinpoint? I said, yeah.
For sure?
And no, I haven't. You have got to be kidding me. Another one. This is fully intact. That is just gonna stay right here. But that's iron, Eagle Eyes. It's in so much worse condition. Oh my goodness, the short 20mm. iron cutters, and you saw how nice the brass cartridge is compared to this. This is crazy. 2 of them just next to each other. Wow. Another one. These are iron editions. Wow, how is this possible? First nothing, and then 3 of the 20mm rounds that was accompanying this aircraft when it took off, got engine failure, huge crash, and boom, here they are. I am so pleased that we actually found pieces of this aircraft, but not only that, we have actually documented the time frame, 1942. Insane. I moved it somewhere here. Is that it?
That's a boom.
Ooh. Why? That is crazy.
Is that a bullet to the MG?
So, it has a 792 machine gun on board. Was it 2?
2, I think it was.
On the wings?
Something.
Oh,
over the engine. Over the engine.
Over the engine, okay. So, you can definitely see a belt piece. It's been banged up there, but we have the head stamp. And Eagle Eye is gonna help us to see if there is something there. Check it out, Eagle Eyes. I'm not gonna be able to use this GoPro camera to get details, so we're gonna use his phone again. Can you see what it says?
No, solve it.
So we'll definitely clean that a little bit. It's a 792 from the Focke-Wulf 190. How come we find only munition, huh? That is strange.
Deliver it.
Yes. Look at that. We are smack in the middle of where it came down. This is the 100% proof of that. Eagle Eyes, can you check this thing here and see if it says something? Another one, 792. Munition round, not spent. It was supposed to be spent on the Allies. It never happened. Why? That's because it ended up right here. That is why we find these pieces. And all of
41.
these, yeah, 1941, that means it's before the crash. It's produced before the crash. Wow. To find the ammunition rounds are kind of finding a stamp in a book saying this is what happened, because you have the dates, and also the producer codes for the munition is available, so you can actually kind of pinpoint exactly where the munition was made. And actually you can even go deeper into it if you want to figure out whether that was the supplier for the Luftwaffe specifically or anything like that. So it is awesome to find this, but it would be very interesting to actually also find a fuselage piece or something like that. That would be absolutely fantastic. We show you here under this root another of the iron 20mm. Yes, people, we did 100% for sure find the exact site where this Focke-Wulf came down and really heavily smashed and crashed and burnt. Got this thing here with a little tiny kind of screw there, and I think it's bakelite. I can see some castings on it, and the producers of the bakelite pieces during the Second World War, they used to mark their castings so you can actually identify them. I really couldn't tell you what this thing was for, but it's definitely a piece from the aircraft. Definitely. How cool is that? There would be no bakelite pieces here if it was modern trash, because they stopped using it almost after the war. So, wow. Seems like Eagle Eyes actually did get that elusive fuselage piece. This thing here is aluminium. Oh yeah, this is aluminium. And it's very strange to see that we are completely off where we thought it would be. That is fuselage aluminium for sure. That is so cool, you guys, because this piece proves that now we know the fuselage and the aircraft was here, or the pieces. That's amazing. Let me show you how time works. This is under a tree root that has fallen, and I got a signal here. See here? Another round. This is also the iron type of the 20mm, and I'm totally blown away by the numbers of these. Oh, look here. You have got to be kidding me. Up in the trunk of the tree. You have got to be kidding me. 2 of them up in the trunk of the... Oh, more. You gotta be kidding me. I'm picking 20mm out of a tree stump. How is that possible? How the heck? What? Oh, it's a brass one, Eagle Eyes.
I think Hans lost his Omni.
How the heck? I don't believe my eyes. I'm under a tree root and I'm pulling out 20mm. Look at that. You have got to be kidding me. I have experienced things like this before. And a 792. God, I don't know what to say. So I'm actually pulling. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that. All of these 20mm from the Junker. No, sorry, the Focke-Wulf 190. We'll check out this one and see if that still has the date. And 792. It is unbelievable that all of that is hidden under the trunk of this tree. Oh, there it is.
What did you find?
Ooh, there's a rivet. There's a rivet. Cool. Rivet means aircraft part, 100% for sure. Eagle Eyes. Even the paint is here. See that?
Yeah, aircraft.
And this one, we're going to take care of that because that proves that this is the aircraft we're talking about. Because rivets are basically everywhere. Or is it a nut? No, it's a nut actually. It's a special nut. It's like this nylon or whatever. Cool. Again in a crevice just under a tree. Bigger piece this time. Every time I get to the area where I think it could have happened, that is when what I've been taught or what I've learned from all of these years, it kind of tells me that I'm right. And this is the proof of it. Wow. Another one here. Kind of made itself inert. There's a dent on it. Definitely going to check the date. Another 792 from the crash site. Also this one next to a very, very old root. And that seems to be the common thing here, that things are very, very deep and in between the roots and the rocks. Very nice. I think it's one of these, quick fastener things. So yeah, it's a quick fastener screw. You see it here? It's like a flat screwdriver thing there, and you can go in, click in and turn and then release something. I think it is. Wow, that's a beautiful piece. So who would have guessed that the story of a Focke-Wulf could be found in the root of a fallen down tree? This story of one of these aircraft here coming down and leaving its traces right here, and even letting us know the date of when the munition inside the aircraft was found or made. It's almost like you cannot believe your eyes, and the story here is just unbelievably cool, and we're very happy that we were the ones who could share this with you. That was absolutely spectacular, even though it wasn't the biggest pieces. And if you like that and you want to support us to go out and do even more, we have this little super thanks feature here. Basically your opportunity to help us out to get some gasoline into the fuel tank of the camper van, go out and find and share even more great history. And also, if you want to, you can make a PayPal donation, and you'll find that link here if you just click more. And then under there, you'll find the link for the PayPal donation thing, and you can click that and help us out to reach more. This is one of the cartridges from that. We have made it inert, and it's going to be one of our Patreon team members, future owners. And as you saw, you can become a Patreon team member if you want to help us out. And we create these beautiful World War II shadow boxes with the artifacts that we actually find out there. And I just loved the Focke-Wulf 190 Explorer because we never ever found anything from such a aircraft. And imagine these aircraft going up there doing the dogfights with the Allies, the Spitfires and all of that. And I don't know, that just really kind of clicked it together for me, finding these very special pieces that proved, really proved that that aircraft that bounced off that island and came down into that valley, it was actually there. We found the proof of it. And we also later found something totally out of this world from this place, but it's going to take some time before we can present that due to some circumstances, but we'll definitely share that later with all of you. Thank you for watching, subscribing, commenting. Thank you for being here. Hit the notification bell, all of that good stuff. And if you watch the videos in full, you're helping the YouTube algorithm to make us being seen out there, because that's what it's all about. We do the research, we travel, we go out and find and share incredible World War II history with all of you. Until next time, stay safe, keep smiling, and before you know it, we will share more right here. Bye.